Okay, so now we're live on YouTube. I will explain a few things about Talk and Talk before we start. So we are a conversation platform, as you know. You can schedule meetings in a lot of languages. We have English, Spanish, French, Italian, and today we're speaking in English about Pride Month. So let's start with the first question. What does the word pride mean to you? So let's start with you, Murilo. What does the word pride mean to you?
For me, when you love yourself, yeah, when you believe in those things that you believe, yeah. Yeah,
Perfect.
I think that's, yeah, this
I
is,
would define like that too. Like when you love yourself, the things that you like, then it's pride. I agree.
it's Friday.
Perfect. And you, Ricardo, what does the word pride mean to you? Don't forget to
Sorry,
unmute yourself.
sorry.
It happens.
In my case, the word pride, it's sound like respect. I believe that is the most important thing. Just respect is enough to solve a lot of problems. That's it.
Yeah, that's true. If people respect each other, we wouldn't have a lot of problems, right?
Yeah.
That's true. Perfect. So let's go to question number 2. Why do you think the LGBT community chose this word to celebrate their diversity? Because we usually hear a lot of LGBT pride and those things. And why do you think they choose this word to define their diversity? Murilo, why do you think?
This word in specific define, yeah.
Yeah, like no. But
For
why do you think?
example, LGBT, more community, yeah. Community is another people that identify your gender. Or
Yeah, but
the
like,
gender
why do
that
you think they
not
chose this
included
word?
yet, not included yet.
Nothing. Huh? Sorry, I couldn't get it.
Another genders, for example, there are so many genders, different genders, but it's not included in this word yet.
Yeah, that's why they use
But
plus in the
not
end.
put yet, yeah.
Mhm.
Just moment, please.
Okay.
And I think
So question number 2. Why do you think they chose this word, pride?
why chose this word?
The word pride. Why do you think they chose this word to celebrate their diversity? Because we often hear like, Pride Month, Pride, da-na-na, LGBTQ plus, Pride, those things. So why do you think they chose pride, the word pride, to celebrate their diversity?
Yeah, okay. And let me see this word. Because this word identify, yeah, it's weird. Yeah, I don't know how to explain it. The Pride Month, uh, Pride Month, it's more general. Yeah, LGBT. I think everyone knows it. Yeah,
Perfect.
I don't know how to explain it. Sorry.
Worry. Don't worry, don't worry. So let's see, and you, Ricardo, why do you think they chose this word to celebrate their diversity?
Well, it's missing two letters in this. How do you say? Sigla, I forgot, because it's missing. I believe that's P and N.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But I put
and
plus and then it's like
yeah,
that.
and
Plus all the rest.
it sounds like weird for me
Mhm.
because, well, it's a strategy problem in my opinion, because, well, there are so many layers in this sigla. I believe that is maybe the community could choose for the option simpler.
Mhm.
because a lot of people don't understand. But the first reason, it's, well, respect each other, my opinion. A couple of months ago, I don't know, maybe more, I was watching interview, and the man, not the man, the one of the responsible for a community, was telling about this sigla, and well, how do you say it had to explain, and the try is it have difficult. L for lesbian, G for gay, and let me check. The guy was telling, well, let me check. L G in this case is bisexual, and it had a lot of problem to explain this sigla. So in this case, I believe that, well, myself, I don't understand some situations. For example, there are some person that's is women, but the image that you send is the man, but she likes two women. Sometimes that's weird. Well, if you this woman wanted to have a relationship with another, if a man, why the image was they want to send an image like a man? It's a little difficult to understand, but respect is guaranteed. It's not exactly a problem to respect the situation. So I believe that a lot of time this community have much prejudice. So nowadays they reach a lot of space in our society. So, but there are a lot of resistance yet. So in this case, maybe let this situation simple could got more results. I don't know.
Yeah. No, it makes sense. Like there are a lot of letters indeed, but I
Yeah.
think it's because it's changing, right? Like in the
Uh-huh.
past, it wasn't LGBT,
Exactly.
it was
Exactly.
GLS, né?
Exactly.
Gays, lesbians, and the ones who like it. I don't know, simpatizantes in English.
Yeah.
And then they changed it for LGBT. But
Exactly.
then and now we have Q, and then we have P, and then we have a lot of letters after it.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe
That's why I think the
someday
plus
there
is
are
better.
maybe someday there are so many letters in this sigla that's, well,
Yeah,
the
that's
people
true.
don't understand. So I believe that it's like a company. It's like a company. Sometimes the recently I believe that is the couple, the last 30 or 20 years. Before this time, the name of the company is so big, and nowadays it's just 3, 4, 5 words, the maximum,
Yeah.
because it's more simple that the people understand, they assume this information.
No, of course it's important, like to represent everyone, but I that's why I like the plus. The plus is there because it's the rest. So
Yeah,
like
it
put
could
the
be.
plus, and that's it.
Yeah,
I think it's the best option.
understood.
Let me see if I understand, for example. I understood.
Uh-huh.
Okay. And there is this word, LGBTQ more, yeah. But
Yeah.
community means call everyone that is these people don't know what gender are yet, or people that knows more about this, yeah.
Mm.
call these people for knows it, yeah, and the more knowledge and understand more these
Mhm.
things for become more friendly, yeah, friendly, yeah.
Yeah, to include, right? To put them there. There's a plus there to put everyone who like is there in these words, LGBT. So everyone who's part of this community is represented there. So that's why I don't think we need to use a lot of letters. You can just use plus and that's it.
Yeah.
So let's go to question number 3. Have you ever been to a pride parade or march? If yes, describe it. I created this question because this year it was my first time in a gay parade and I was never there. But I have a lot of friends who they go like every year because they are gay and they like to go there. And then I went with them. It was really cool. And it is a fun experience. There are some shows and I like it. It's very colorful and I like colors. So I was there to wanted to go and also because I like to support my friends. They want to go, I'll go too. And then I was there. I don't have like specific reason for that. I'm not part of LGBT community, but I was there to support my friends and it was really nice. I liked it. And you, Murilo, have you ever been to a pride parade or march?
No, I've never been, and I've never goes. Yeah, gone. I've never gone, but I've seen on television. Yeah, because my city doesn't has or haven't hasn't yet. But if she had in my city, I went. I going. Yeah, I going. Yeah, it's more right. But I
Perfect.
think just in a capital, for example, Florianopolis, I think there is and may needs month. Yeah, I think
Mhm.
it's interesting because how you, as you said, your friends goes, yeah, and go, yeah, and my friends go as well. I think it's if he, uh, their invite, and for me, I go. The-
Nice. And I guess it's important, like for people who even are not gay, straight people, they go too, because like just like Ricardo said, they won a lot of space in our society nowadays, but they still a minority, right? The most of the people are straight, so yeah, they need support, right? So even though I'm not gay, I go to gay parades. I like colorful things, and then I go there and I like to support this community too. And you, Ricardo, have you ever been to a pride parade or march? If yes, describe it. Ricardo, you're muted. It happens, don't worry.
Yeah, yeah, because I click on the button on my microphone, so in this case there are two steps. No? Well, I have never went to this parade, but I watch on TV. Well, for me, that's okay. That's normal. No? I believe that is well. There are some uh, well. We should live on a democratic country. You know? So in this case, the people, particular parades like that, because there are a specific day, so there are a lot of information about it. So in this case, wow, previously you know that in some area there are a lot of problems because the streets were blocked. So that's nice. That's weird for me. For example, in my city, sometimes you driving on a street and suddenly everything is blocked because someone blocked the avenue. And particularly in my region, there are just two principal avenues. Is one of the beach and another in downtown. So in this case, some people block the two avenues. So in this case, stop everything. It's not so, in my opinion, this situation cause more problems because the image on the situation, what's mean? For example, was driving on an avenue and I have to wait for a long time, 2 hours sometimes. And in this case, the image from this parade or any kind of way to express is have some problem because the image became, how do you say, worse, I believe.
But that happens a lot because usually people, they block a lot of streets. And for example, in São Paulo, I guess what they do is nice because as far as I know, I'm not that sure, but as far as I know, they close the Paulista Avenue every Sunday, right? There's something so they do the protest on Sunday. It's closed anyway.
Not every Sunday, but it's common.
Yeah, so like they can close there and people can like use the other streets. For example, here in my city, I live in a universitarian city, right? And then we have the college street because my college is like this. We have a huge street, and then the buildings of the college is like in the end of this street. And then usually the parades, they are on Saturday or Sunday, which people don't use the streets of college because we don't have classes. And then we do the parades, the protests, anything there. So it doesn't bother the other citizens. Because it's terrible when you're bothering other people, right? It's not the main point is not achieved when you're bothering other people, right? Just like you said, the image is not very good when you are bothering people. And I remember that during the elections in Rio, there were two protests, different protests in the same day. And they blocked two streets, one downtown and other in Copacabana. And during the weekend, those are the most like crowded places. And they blocked two places. So it was terrible, a terrible day. And they can't be closed because they were different protests, right? So crazy. So let's go to question number 4. What is the symbol of LGBT pride? Why do you think this symbol was chosen? Like, as we saw in the video, the symbol is the flag, right? The colorful flag. So why do you think this symbol was chosen? The flag, right? So Murilo, why do you think this flag was chosen by a symbol of LGBT community?
Yeah, chosen because appear more genders, more people that identify with the another letter, and there isn't in this word yet, never. Okay, and what's the symbol? Symbol identify people's wants respect in the society, and or identify in a community, for example, this create one big movement across the world, it's chosen because appear more genders, or appear more people identifying another symbol. That's it.
Perfect. That's it. They represent a lot of people, right?
Yeah.
Perfect. And for you, Ricardo, why do you think the flag was chosen as a symbol of LGBT community?
I don't know. Maybe could be respect and joy. I don't know.
Mhm.
Maybe I don't think. I never think about it. I believe.
I like to bring topics that you've never thought about it. So that's it. And I guess like I think it's important like to talk about those things that we never think about. Like LGBT community. The ones who are not in LGBT community, usually they don't think about it. Like, they exist, I'm here, and that's it. And then I think it's important for us to talk about it too, even though we may be not a part of it. Right?
Yeah.
So let's go to question number 5. In many countries, sexual orientation and gender identity are taboo topics. Is this the case in your home country, here in Brazil? Do you think sexual orientation and gender identity are taboos? Do you think they are or not? So, Murilo, what do you think? Are they taboos or not?
Yeah, make sure there is a taboo yet.
Yeah.
Mainly in países for Middle Orient, yeah. These countries, this country don't respect and these people yet, yeah. For example, it seems racism, yeah. It looks like racism. It's the same, yeah. People's need is respect, yeah. Another people, another crenças. How do you say crenças?
Sorry?
Crenças?
Crenças, beliefs. Beliefs.
Beliefs, yeah. Another beliefs, yeah. It's the same about religion as well. Function in the same form, yeah. And the people should respect.
That's true.
I think government needs create programs for identify for people understanding more how to function these beliefs, yeah, how to function some there are so many information that you explain for them, yeah. Yeah, I think it's will changing in the a short period of time in the future.
Mhm. Yeah. You mentioned countries in Middle East, and that's totally true, right? As we can see, Qatar during the World Cup, like gay people couldn't show their affection on the street. They couldn't be gay there, right? And that also happens in Russia, in those places.
Yeah,
There was even a case of some people from northeast of Brazil. They were with Pernambuco flag, which is colorful, and
yeah,
then they had a problem there because of Pernambuco flag. So come on, they were totally strict about that, right?
yeah. I think in my country in general, yeah, big
Mhm.
house Brazil, yeah. Some cities, some states, it's a little taboo yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think Brazil understand more this mainly in capital. Yeah,
Mhm.
my city, yeah, specifically my city, it's okay as well. People respect each others. Yeah, it's not a problem. And some people, mainly older people, when I see this scene, this situation, is not believed yet. But I think it's the when I pass time, yeah, and it's the process, yeah, it's a hard process, yeah, it's very difficult, yeah. The people understand more this situation, I think.
That's true. Of course. And also, like, I guess it's more like about the people than about the place. Because here in Brazil, we are like, we're okay about that. Of course, it's a taboo. Most people, they have a taboo talk about that.
Yeah,
But there are places that are even worse, right? Like, as we
the
mentioned here,
worst.
Middle East, Russia,
You,
it's even
you,
worse.
Yes, sir, because it becomes education, yeah. Since we as a kid, yeah, it's important how you said it, or as mentioned in this video, according to this video you provide for us today. Yeah, this important and provides for children, for kids, but it's important explain in this form, for example, yeah, not it's important not affect kids, yeah. Important you explain the more not or known, more superficial, yeah, for kids understand easier.
Yeah. And of course, it's a taboo mostly for kids because even when they show like in cartoons or those things, people get really mad about it, right? There was a movie of Buzz Lightyear that they showed a gay couple, like an old gay couple. And then people were totally mad about it. They wanted to like censor the movie because of that. And I don't think that's wrong. I think we should explain to kids. But like as we explain, straight couples, because I don't think they should explain sex to kids. They should explain that they can love each other even though they are the same sex. So it's like that. I don't think they need to know a lot about it. They need to know that it exists, and they should respect, right? Even though
Yeah.
they're kids, they need to respect others.
For example, it's not about specific in LGBT. When you have a good education, yeah, or when you know understand each other's, I think it's becoming a better person, yeah.
Mhm.
When I happen this situation or having another situation that's it's never exist yet, people understand it because people know separates uh, beliefs, yeah.
Yeah,
It's important respect cultures, yeah.
of course. And for you, Ricardo, do you think these topics are taboos here in Brazil?
Yeah, I believe that is taboo in any part of our country, our world. I
Mhm.
believe there is a taboo, but well, this situation proved a lot on the last decades. Well, I believe that is there are a lot of oppression from this side too, no? Because they face a lot of prejudice in the past, continue yet, but much more in the past. So nowadays they have a lot of power too. If you nowadays, for example, if you don't respect, particularly in some medias, internet, they can not. Sometimes not. That's weird nowadays. Sometimes, and not specifically from this topic, but any kind of topic. The people was judged on the internet, for example, and this a lot of times the case don't arrive on the court. So or before the court, the people was judged and they receive penalties too.
Mhm.
So, but essentially, I believe that is there are taboos yet, but improve a lot too.
Mhm. That's true.
Yeah,
It's improved, but it's not perfect, right? There are more
yeah,
things.
exactly. As Murilo told you, there are some countries that is express from feelings from this sexual oriental is uh, how do you say penalty? That is penalty. I don't know if you.
Mhm.
So in this case, it's so sad.
Yeah.
But I believe that's I don't know, someday the people receive respect and they could do everything about your lives. That's it.
Yeah. I guess that sentence like says everything. Everybody should take care of their own life, mind your own business, and then live your life, right? Because if everybody did that, the world would be a better place, right? If you want to be gay, you can be gay. If you want to be whatever you want, you can be. Just if you're not harming someone else, there's no problem at all, right? You can do what you want. But people, they like to mind other people's business.
For example, when people have clean in your mind, you respect differences. Yeah. It's not about LGBT. It's not only about LGBT, but another thing. When I'm in another country, yeah, there is another culture there, yeah, and I need respect then, yeah, the difference. It's I think it's the key for becoming a world better.
Yeah, that's true. Respect the differences. If I want to live that way, it's my way of living. So, like,
I
you
think
can mind your life and I will mind mine, right?
when you travel around the world, you understand more this thing, this situation, yeah, because
Yeah.
you learn it so much about culture, yeah.
You see a lot of different people, right? Doing
And
different things.
yeah, you appreciate these things and enjoy the journey, yeah, and you feel more better with yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess the most important thing,
More,
of course, besides
more
respect, is also
better,
knowledge.
more better doesn't exist better, yeah.
Perfect.
More better is the same mais grande.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but I think I totally agree with you, Murilo. I guess besides of respect, the most important thing is knowledge. Like when you know different cultures, different ways of living,
Yeah.
different things, you respect because you know they're different, right? Besides respect, I guess it's nice for people to know what's happening. So they won't judge, right? You can know other ways of living. And it doesn't mean that your way of living is wrong. It's just different, right? So it's nice to show differences to people.
And
Most to kids, just like we said. Sorry,
there
you
are
can say.
too many behaviors around the world, yeah. Yeah, and you don't know what these people was created, yeah, was from, yeah. It's important respect. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's true. Perfect. So let's go to question number 6. Is the word straight offensive? Why not? I created this question because, like in English, if you're not gay, you're straight, right? But straight also means like the right, the direct way, and those things. And then some people don't like this word because it like if straight is the right, means gay is the wrong, right? So some people don't like. There's a kind of a discussion in English grammar because of this meaning of straight. And then I'd like to see your opinion. Is the word straight offensive? Why not? There's a discussion. Some people think it is, some people think it's not. I'll say my opinion later. Let's see yours. Ricardo, what do you think? Is the word straight offensive?
I'm not sure because I didn't understand well. Is for example, in my I don't know, but I mean that is straight in this case is like normal. That's it.
Yeah, it'll be the ones who are not gay.
Yeah,
In
okay.
English, if you're not gay, you're straight. Seria heterossexual in Portuguese.
No, heterosexual is not so offensive, I believe, because if you tell straight or normal, it's mean that's the other side is sick, and
Yeah.
that's it. They
Yeah,
understand?
exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I believe that is better if you use another word, but on the other hand, there are a lot of impressions some attitudes or some words. I believe that's sometimes, well, I believe that's some circumstances. The people put a lot of emphasis in specific words, and sometimes it's unnecessary. There are some people, they don't do. It's not a prejudice in some circumstances, and because it's old people or don't assimilate or don't use it to say another words because they don't have enough information. Sometimes, for example, there is a lazy elderly people. She is, I believe that's 73 years old, and she went to the hairdressers, and she told, oh, the last time that I come here, I was attended for another person. Is a beautiful mulata. And in my opinion, it's clearly not a prejudice. So in this case, the attendant could use more polite words, and the attendant was really aggressive with the lady, and in my opinion, she could use, oh, that's nice, but in the next time, it's better to don't use this word, because for us, it's a little offensive, because it's a old man, old woman, so I believe that she don't receive. I believe that's the old man, the old women use this word, a beautiful mulata, like a kind of compliment or something. So, but as I told you, a lot of people in both sides put a lot of tension in some specific words. That's it.
Yeah, I totally agree with you. I think the focus shouldn't be on the word, but on the intention. Of course, depending on what you're saying, you can offend someone. But like we need to understand, like old people, they lived in another age, right? My grandfather, for example, I always take him as an example because like he respects people. He doesn't treat anyone like in a bad way. But sometimes he say racist words or even like homophobic words. But it doesn't mean that he doesn't respect and he doesn't like black people or gay people. It's because on his time it was normal. But if I hear this, I try to explain to him, grandfather, we can't say those things nowadays. Like I don't argue with him because of that. I say some people can be offended by that, and you shouldn't say this. But we need to explain, because old people on their time it was normal. Right? It was normal to say those things. Nowadays, it's not anymore. So I guess the most important thing is to explain, not in a rude way, just like you said the attendant did, but in just like teaching, mesmo, sabe? Explaining. I think that's the best way. Because I did this with my mom. My mom, I had a lot of gay friends. And then when they came to my house, sometimes she said things like that wasn't nice for them. And then I tried to explain to her, Mom, you can't say those things. And now she understands. So sometimes she like policies herself related to that, what she's saying. Because when she was younger, it was normal to call like viadinho or those things. And some of my friends, they don't like.
So in this case, is clearly a prejudice.
Yeah. And then some of them they don't mind, like they even call themselves, but some of others, they feel harmed. So it really depends on the person. And then I guess we need to be careful. Like if it might offend, don't say it. Nesse pode ofender, não fala. I guess that's the best option. And then I explain that to my family. because they need to deal with a lot of gay people, since I have a lot of gay friends, and then now they understand it better. And I think it's just that, explanation, right? Explicar, né? O que que pode falar, o que não pode, né? Não pode ou não poder, mas what you need to be careful, right? And for you, Murilo, what do you think? Do you think the word straight is offensive?
This word, it was very offensive, yeah. But now I think it's changing, yeah. I remember very well when I was in the primary school, when people said it for someone, people don't like, yeah, or didn't like. People didn't like when I explain or when I call this word. But now I think it's okay, yeah. Across myself, yeah, it's not a problem. Yeah, I think it's identifying na community, yeah. But when as you explain, for example, viadinho or another kind of something like that, it's cause offensive so much, yeah.
Yeah. And like back on the old days, it was normal, né? Uns tempos atrás era super normal, né? Nowadays it's not. It can be even a crime, right? Pode até ser crime, né? Se falar uma coisa dessa. So people need to be careful. And also, when I was explaining this to my mom, I even told her, like, in what context are you going to say that to someone? Em que contexto você vai falar isso para alguém, né? Because like something so weird. And then I tried to explain this to her.
I think nowadays it's important you to be stronger, yeah. For when people talk or say something for you, no, it's not a problem. These people has so many problems in your life, and that's provided for me. No, it's okay. If people say it, okay, not a problem. Yeah, it's becoming stronger for avoid these problems or bring for myself.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, they like some people, they even don't mind those words that we mentioned, because just like you said, they have bigger problems, right? They have so much bigger problems sometimes. I have a friend that he was expelled from his home, and then because he was gay. So like he really doesn't care if someone call him viado, because like he has bigger problems. But of course he doesn't like it, but he knows there are worst ways that can happen, so he doesn't care. Of course he doesn't like, but he doesn't care a lot. And then they have bigger problems, just like you said.
When people help yourself or love yourself, is people don't affect each others, yeah.
That's true.
With your life, and let's move on.
Yeah, that's true. Perfect. So guys, because of our time, I'll stop the live on YouTube, okay?